Also love that name, by the way, Rusty and Recovering.
Yes.
Yes, because we can all picture what that's like as you're
I think a lot of
trying to
people
get
can
back
fit
up.
into that category.
Yeah, depending on what's happening in your life.
Yeah.
All of us over 40 can picture what that is.
Most days,
Yes,
yeah.
Rusty and recovering. That doesn't take much sometimes. This weather has been nice,
Yeah.
really
Oh, yeah.
pleasant. I liked today. I stand by, I originally said this would be the best day. The difference of like 7 degrees,
It made a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like,
You know, and it threw me off though because it started off cold, but I remember
Yeah.
you saying it was going to be warm today.
right.
So I was like, when I was leaving the
you're about
house,
to
I was
text
like,
me. She's
got a
about to
layer.
text me.
Where's the heat?
Got a layer.
Yeah, I'm never like, I'm 50-50 when I see a text message from the two of you, like what it's going to be.
It's always delightful.
But you remember, when we get to 80 this time of year, it is for fewer hours than it is
Right,
during the
true,
summer,
true,
right? You
yeah.
can't hold it quite as long, and it's a bit cool in the morning. Tomorrow we'll be back to that really crisp weather, right around 70. We got to 80 flat in Portland and Wiscasset, and 82 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Meanwhile, in the 70s inland, and right around the upper 60s in Greenville, 67, 69 in Caribou. We have that front coming through right now along the coast. You can track it just right there. That's where that cold front is. Oftentimes, cold fronts are a little bit more dramatic than this, right? You can see some showers, or there's a really strong wind shift. This one's pretty subtle, so we'll see some clouds come through, the wind will shift directions, and will drop 5 to 8 degrees in a lot of locations overnight tonight and into tomorrow. So tonight we drop down into the 40s mostly. There will be some 30s. Kind of the same vibe we've been the last few nights as far as it being a bit cool. And then tomorrow's nice and bright. Temperatures right around 70 for a high. The mountains likely staying in the 60s though all day. It will be sunny there, but it just won't be as warm. And then we roll into Saturday. It looks good. I'd call it partly cloudy though. You can see there's certainly more cloud cover around than there is on Friday. And I mentioned before that some of the mesoscale models gave us that late day sprinkle in a few spots. You can see this model trying to do that. I think most of us are just partly cloudy. High temperature only around 70 or so, but I think it won't feel quite as nice as Friday because it won't be as consistently sunny. We have improved, though, our forecast on Sunday, which looked fairly showery yesterday. Now it looks like this piece of moisture will kind of break off to our south. We'll see some scattered showers Sunday afternoon over northern Maine and the mountains, and another area down in Massachusetts. So I put showers still in the forecast, but right now it doesn't look like a ton. That being said, it's kind of tenuous, right? Because this little ball of moisture, if it's farther north, we'd end up with showers again. So that's why I left it in the forecast, even though at this time, most of us look like they'll be dry on Sunday, and then we're into dry weather Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That low doesn't look like it's going to stall out to the south of us anymore, and if that's the case, we'll go several more days with dry weather. That in the context of this, which was our latest drought monitor, came out 10:30 this morning. No change in the severe drought area or the moderate drought area, slight reduction in the abnormally dry area. But I would argue this is in no way really indicating an improvement in the drought because this is as of Tuesday, the last moisture as of Tuesday. We know it hasn't rained since then, and it's unlikely to rain very much in the next 7 to 10 days. So I think the drought is still worsening, even though we're seeing that slight reduction in a few spots there. And this is rainfall all the way through this time next week. So you just kind of get that picture of it's not going to get better, even though we had a little bit of peeling back across the northern part of that area. So we're about 80, it looks like, probably Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even Tuesday. So it's going to be a little bit warmer next week. Not sticky, but a little bit more humid. But a real classic fall day tomorrow before we get there. And the weekend looks pretty good. It's not, start to finish perfect, but overall decent. And that shower chance looks to be relatively limited right now.
Okay, definitely inching toward fall.
Yep.
All right, Keith, thank you.